Any quick doubts in last 2 years? Sorry, last two sessions proceeding?
No, ma'am.
पेपर सोडवला का सगळ्यांनी?
हो मॅम.
Good. All right. So, yes, everyone has solved the paper. Just put
Yes,
your
ma'am.
hands up. How many of you have solved? Only 10 people so far. Come on your cameras. Arshad, Atharva, Arjun, Tarun, Amrita, Prasanna, Shirish, Prasanna, Reva, Shirish. If you solved the paper, put your hand up. Arnav. All right. So shall we discuss the paper first or one or two topics to be discussed still? What is First, let us do the paper. How is the paper? Okay, let's
Easy,
play.
ma'am. Easy.
Yes, those who've joined late, have you solved com 779? Who's this? Can you join with your name? And Arnav, you were there in the lecture yesterday. Then why did you want the recording? As a principal, also we are not sharing the recording unless only for those who joined the program late. We have given the earlier lectures recording. Otherwise, we are not giving recording to anybody in the live
No,
lecture
ma'am.
for the simple reason that if you come to know that there's a privilege of getting recording, everyone will have most valid reasons for not attending the lecture live. And then we will not be able to draw the line किसको हाँ बोलना है किसको ना बोलना है, because each one's reason for them is very very genuine. Either they are not well, either they are having some exams, either they have some urgent like going out commitment. So we are not sharing recording. If you are there in the lecture. Those who have joined the course late, only to them we have shared the recordings of the lectures they have missed because we have charged them complete. All right. So has everyone solved the paper? Now I think everyone is in. Anyone who has not solved the paper? Not solved the paper? Harshad and Atharu, put your hand down. Sarthak, put your hand down. So everyone has solved the paper. Okay, let's play a game. There were 10 questions of 5 marks each. The paper was out of 50. Write on your whatever notebook you have in front of you how many marks you are expecting out of 50. Let's see how well you judge yourself. So according to you, out of 10, how many questions? I want everyone to come on the camera. I cannot talk to black squares. Unless everyone comes on the camera, we hold a meeting. Quickly switch on to the camera. Come on, quick. That looks better. Amrita, Arjun, Reva, Shirish, Arnav, Atharv. Quick, quick, quick. Sar, Arnav, Shirish है ना Shirish है Shirish. Arjun, Atharva, Arnav. Quickly on camera. Harshad, back on camera. Why you got out of camera? Arjun, Shirish, Arnav, Atharva. Quick on camera. The meeting is held for you. Arjun, Shirish, Atharva. Shirish, Umraskar. Quickly on camera. Atharva Jadhav, Shirish Umrajkar. Quickly on cameras. Okay. So out of 50, write on your notebook paper whatever you have in front of you. How many questions you feel you have attempted correct? So that will be your score. If you feel 6 are correct, your score will be 30. If you feel 8 are correct, your score will be 40. So write your score in your vision on the paper, and then we will see the answer key. We will discuss each and every question, and then at the end of the discussion, you will match your estimation about yourself with your score. And don't underestimate yourself unnecessarily. If you're feeling 6 are correct, उगाच 4 लिहू नका. Underestimation is also crime. Overestimation is wrong, definitely, but underestimation is also not correct. You must know exactly where you're. If you're confident की माझे 6 correct आहेत, 7 correct आहेत, तर उगाचच आधी कमी मार्क लिहायचे आणि मग नंतर ये मला जास्त मिळाले असं नको. जेवढं खरं खरं वाटतंय तेवढं लिहा. Okay, written, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start discussing the paper now. Okay. So the first question, find the difference between the molar masses of marsh gas and the compound obtained by replacing each hydrogen in marsh gas by chlorine. Call it A, enter the value of A by 2. This was the question. Now, what was the expected knowledge part over here? You should know what is marsh gas. So, marsh gas is methane. And then when we replace each hydrogen in methane by chlorine, we get CCl4. So, this was the knowledge part expected. Then the atomic mass of C, H and Cl are given. So molar mass of CH4 becomes 16. Molar mass of CCl4 becomes 154. Difference in 154 and 16 is 138. Divided by 2, answer should be 69. So as I explained last time that every question will check your understanding and application both. Memorization, keen reading of the textbook. Because here it is a limited textbook. The thing out of your textbook is going to come here. So, this was the expected outcome. How many of you got 69 as the answer?
And me.
Good. Very good. Yes, 4 of them. Very good. All right. Let us move to the second question. Find the mass of the salt in the filtrate when 1 mole of calcium chloride completely reacts with exact quantity of sodium sulfate. Call it A. Write the value of A by 3. Now, what is expected? Yes, Atharva? Why have you raised your hand, Baba? Doubt है? का पहिल्याचा आन्सर आल्याचा hand raised आहे. Atharva, you've raised your hand because you have a doubt or you have got the first answer?
मैम नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है सर.
हाँ बोल ना काय प्रॉब्लेम डाउट आहे का? Okay. Second question. Now see, mass of the salt in the filtrate. This word filtrate is very important. Filtrate is, all of you all know the parchment paper or the filter paper. When you put it in the funnel, after certain reaction has taken place, you pour the reaction mixture on the filter paper, and what is going to remain on the filter paper? The insoluble part of the mixture. And what will come down will be the soluble part of the mixture. So the word filtrate, the moment you see the word filtrate, you should become alert that I must check if there is any insoluble component in the product or the final mixture. Now, this will be the reaction. It will be a simple double decomposition reaction. CaCl2 plus Na2SO4. Cations, anions will cross to give us CaSO4 and NaCl. So step 1 is you must be able to reproduce this reaction. It is clearly given, reactants are given. Harshad, no need to write. I will be sharing the answer key PDF. So just pay attention to what we are doing. You will get it all. Except for what I have written, if you want to take down something what I am talking, that you can note down. पण हे PDF मी शेअर करणार आहे नंतर. ओके. पण त्या व्यतिरिक्त मी जे बोलते आता ओरली की फिल्ट्रेट शब्द जिथे दिसेल तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन मध्ये तिथे तुमचे अलर्टनेसचे तो शिंग उभी राहिली पाहिजे की अरे फिल्ट्रेट म्हटलंय म्हणजे I need to check whether there is a soluble, insoluble component in the product mixture. As expected, when CaSO4 is formed, you should also know that CaSO4 is an insoluble substance. It is a most common insoluble substance. Okay. Now, and NaCl is soluble. So when this will be in aqueous, everything is in aqueous medium. When this will be poured, what will remain on the filter paper? The CaSO4 part will remain on the filter paper. And what will be the salt in the filtrate? Now they are not asking the mass of the filtrate because we don't know how much water is added. So this whole thing could be in 100 ml water, but they are not asking the mass of the water. They are simply asking the mass of the salt in the filtrate. So what is going to go down with water? NaCl part is going to go down with water. Now, once the reaction is given, 1 mole of calcium chloride, the value of Ca and Cl will be given above atomic mass. Add it up and it is a balanced equation, only 2 NaCl is going to come. If you balance the equation, you will have 2 NaCl. Okay. So 1 mole of calcium chloride gives us 2 moles of NaCl. Now 1 mole of NaCl is 58.5. If you add Na23 and Cl 35.5, you get 58.5 as the molar mass of 1 mole of NaCl. Multiplied by 2, you will get 117 grams. So when 1 mole of calcium chloride completely reacts, so there is nothing left over. असं नाहीये की 1 मोल ऑफ कॅल्शियम क्लोराइड आहे त्याला 142 ग्राम Na2SO4 राहत आहे with exact quantity of sodium sulfate required. So there is no excess sodium sulfate, which this wording is very important. Otherwise, everybody can argue that if there was excess Na2SO4, this is also a soluble salt. So this will remain unreacted. जर का ह्याची क्वांटिटी दिलेली नाहीये तर इथे उरलेला Na2SO4 असू शकतं ना. त्यामुळे एक्झॅक्ट क्वांटिटी ऑफ सोडियम सल्फेट म्हणजे सोडियम सल्फेट अजिबात उरलं नाहीये. कॅल्शियम क्लोराइड कम्प्लिटली रिॲक्ट झालाय म्हणजे कॅल्शियम क्लोराइड पण उरलेलं नाहीये. म्हणजे मग जे फिल्टरेट तयार होणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त NaCl आहे कारण कॅल्शियम सल्फेट इन्सॉल्युबल आहे. दॅट विल बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द रेसिड्यू ऑन द फिल्टर पेपर. So if 117 gram of NaCl is formed, we need to divide it by 3. We have to write the value of A by 3. So the very, this thing, A by 3 tells us that whatever answer I get is going to be a multiple of 3 or it is going to be divisible by 3. Then the answer comes 39. Is this question understood?
Yes.
Okay. What are
Yes,
the
yes.
alert points over here? Get alert with the word filtrate. Then you should be able to reproduce this reaction, which is not at all difficult. Then you need to note that CaCl2 has completely reacted. Na2SO4 is exact quantity. So this is not remaining in the filtrate. Calcium sulfate is PPT, precipitate. It is insoluble. So it will stay on the parchment paper. So what will come down with the filtrate will be only NaCl and water. But they are not asking us the mass of water. They are just asking us the mass of the salt in the filtrate. So whatever amount of water we can ignore. I just need to know how many grams of NaCl is formed and then divide it by 3. I get answer 39. Steps कळल्या? शांतपणे या स्टेप्स केल्या तर गणित कठीण नाही आहे. It is completely based on your very basic understanding of types of reactions. Double decomposition. You will just cross the cations and anions. Now, is this reaction a redox reaction, a non-redox reaction?
नॉन रेडॉक्स.
काल आपण शिकलो तसं. All double decomposition reactions are always non-redox reactions because there is no change in the valency. इथे पण Ca+2 आहे, इकडे पण Ca+2 आहे. So there is no give and take of electron. इकडे Cl-1 आहे, इकडे -1 आहे. हे इकडे +1 आहे, इकडे +1 आहे. आणि हे -2 आहे, हे -2 आहे. So there is no exchange of electrons. It is just cut paste. हे इथे कट मारला, इथे कट मारला आणि क्रॉस मॅच केला. Okay. Yes, Atharva, what is your doubt?
मॅम लाईक इथे दिलं असतं की 100 ml ऑफ वॉटर पण आहे फिल्ट्रेट
हा.
मध्ये, त्याचं पण मास काढा, तर मग आपण काय केलं
त्यांनी
असतं?
मास ऑफ द फिल्टरेट विचारलं असतं आणि 100 ml वॉटर दिलं असतं तर मग 117 + 100 झालं असतं. टोटल
अच्छा,
मास ऑफ द फिल्टरेट विचारलं असतं तर इट विल बी द मास ऑफ द सॉल्ट प्लस मास ऑफ वॉटर. बरोबर ना?
येस मॅम.
आणि जर का त्यांनी मास ऑफ सोल्युशन दिलं असतं तर दॅट बिकम्स अ मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चन बिकॉज मास ऑफ सोल्युशन need not be the mass of the volume of solution. Mass of solution चालतं. Volume of solution दिलं तर मग density पण द्यायला लागते to find the mass. Density is mass by volume. If they give you the mass volume of the solution, then they will have to specify the density of the solution. Then density is mass by volume. You can find the mass. Okay, and that if they've asked the mass of the whole filtrate, here they are just asking the mass of the salt in the filtrate. So we have to do nothing with the amount of water with it. Okay, so read the question very, very carefully. Next, match the following, choose the correct option from the, now see, this is a very typical wording of question. It is in short, match the following. And for the all 4 correct matches, they have given you 4 options. And apart from that, they have given if option 1 is correct, enter 11 in your bubble sheet. Because in bubble sheet, we need a 2-digit number. If answer 2 is correct, enter 22. So this is another answering pattern, which has nothing to do with your knowledge of chemistry. So these are 2 different aspects. One aspect is your knowledge of chemistry and another aspect is the format in which the answer is expected. की वरच्या 2 questions मध्ये काय होतं? पहिल्या केस मध्ये A/2 लिहायचं होतं. Second case, we had to write A/3 in the bubble sheet. Over there also, if you make some mistake, in spite of doing the question correct, you will get 0 mark. Now here also, now it is tetragonal 3D structure. We know it is diamond, correct? So A is 3. Hexagonal layered structure is graphite. So B is 4. Pure form of coal is anthracite. So C is 1. This is all your text based. Wherever your lesson on coal, carbon, this comes before your understanding of organic chemistry. And the raw material for water gas is coke. Water gas is CO plus H2. So it is A3, B4, C1, D2. Option number 3. Now, if it is option number 3, you have to enter 33 in the bubble sheet and not 3. So there's one small glitch where you should be alert that even though my answer is 3, on my answer sheet, I'm going to write 33 because it is very clearly given over here. So this is a theory based question. ह्याच्यामध्ये न्यूमरिकल काहीच नाहीये. मग ह्याच्यातनं न्यूमरिकल आन्सर कसं काढायचं? This is one question format. That is why I have put it over here. That you get a glimpse of various ways in which a question can be asked. And you should not be confused about how do I answer this question. Because that actually confuses you and it may take your confidence down if you feel confused over it. It may take time. How many of you got this correct? Okay, good. Very good. 8 of you all got it correct. Very nice. Okay, let's move to the next. Two pairs of compounds from the following have the same molecular masses. Identify the pairs. Call the molecular mass of the pairs as A and B. Enter the value of A plus B upon 2 in the bubble sheet. Two pairs, that means 4 compounds. Understand this. This is not one pair, it is 2 pairs. So 4 compounds such that one pair and another pair. So these two have the same molecular mass and these two have the same molecular mass. I need to identify which 2 compounds over here have the same molecular mass. I call this molecular mass as A, I call this molecular mass as B, and I write the value of A plus B upon 2. So in short, I need to find the molecular masses of all the compounds, right? Chalo find karo fatafat. Tell me the molecular masses of all the compounds. H3PO4 will be
98.
98 because P is 31. KHCO3 will be
100.
100. NaHSO4 will be
120.
120. Okay. SO4 will be 96, 97, and 23. So 120. Correct. CaCO3,
100.
100. MgHSO3,
105.
okay. SO3 will be how much? 48, 64, na? 64, 65, and 24. 4, 4, 8 आणि 9, 6, 2, 89 आहे की काय आलं? This is 32 plus 48. 60 येणार ना हे?
मॅम 105 आन्सर येतो.
सॉरी मी काहीतरी गडबड केली. SO3 किती येणार? S is 32.
80 येणार SO3.
is 48. हा हे 80 येणार बरोबर. 80, 81 आणि 24.
105.
105 करेक्ट. आणि H2SO4
98.
98.
तो कुठच्या पेअर्स आहेत ज्यांचा मोलर मास सेम आहे?
H2SO4 आणि
H2SO4.
HPO4.
H2SO4 आणि H3PO4 एक पेअर आहे आणि KHCO3 आणि CaCO3 एक पेअर. बरोबर. आणि मग what are the values? 100 and 98. A and B, A plus B upon 2 comes 99. So this was not a very difficult question, but it is a like lengthy question where you have to find the molar mass of each, then find the correct pairs, then find that sum and divide by 2. So this is a method question, but not very difficult because all the atomic masses will be there in the useful data. So no stress on your brain. You just need to know how to find the molar mass, which is an 8th standard skill. How many of you got? 99. Okay. Very good. Are you all feeling confident than the time you joined the program? Getting good insights of how to look at questions, how to manage time. पहिल्यापेक्षा आता असं वाटतंय का की हो आपण चांगला लिहू शकू एंट्रन्सचा पेपर? Are you getting that confidence?
Yes, ma'am. हो मॅम.
Now, write the number of composite acidic radicals. So we need to know 2 things over here. What are composite radicals?
Negatively charged
radicals?
atoms, elements which can contain 2.
Radicals, these are polyatomic radicals which have more than one element in them. Okay. So composite radicals are these NO3, NH4, MnO4, CO3, and single radicals RAG, Cl, Mg. कळलं? And what are acidic radicals?
Contain negative charge.
The ones which are negatively charged. Basic radicals are positively charged. So I will have to choose negatively charged composite radicals from the list. Okay. So NO3, MnO4, CO3, Cr2O7, PO4 and SO3. I get 6 radicals which are negatively charged and they are composite. I'm not going to consider O. I'm not going to consider Cn. Even though they are acidic radicals, they are not composite radicals. And NH4 is a composite radical, but it is positively charged, so it is a basic radical. So I'll not consider that also. So I have to put 2 parameters to the radicals I choose. They have to be composite and they have to be negatively charged. Okay. Again, this is a listing question. एक जरी इकडचे इकडे गेलं म्हणजे 6 पैकी तुम्हाला 5 करेक्ट आलेत आणि 6वं कळलं नाही तुम्हाला आणि तुम्ही 5 आन्सर लिहिलं तर तुमचं आन्सर खरं कितीने चुकलाय? एका रॅडिकलने चुकलाय. पण मार्क किती जाणार? 5 अख्खे. सो लिस्टिंग क्वेश्चन्स आर व्हेरी स्लिपरी. डबल चेक जर करायचं असेल काही बघा आता देर बी सम कॅल्क्युलेशन क्वेश्चन्स वेर यू विल हॅव नो डाऊट. So if you have some extra time with you, then I may recommend that you first cross check the listing type questions. By mistake, have I put one of the item on the other side of the column? Because one item on the other side, extra or less, will change your answer by 1 and it will give you 0 instead of 5 marks. So the price is very high. Adit, yes?
When you were explaining the composite acidic radicals, my network went down. So could you explain it again?
Sorry, can you be a little louder?
Ma'am, when you were explaining the composite acidic radicals, my net was down. So could you explain?
Okay, right. So composite radicals are the ones which contain more than one elements in it. Single element नाही. आणि acidic radicals are the ones which are negatively charged. So मला कुठचे शोधायचे ज्याच्यामध्ये एकापेक्षा जास्त एलिमेंट्स आहेत आणि ज्याच्यावरचा चार्ज मायनस आहे असे मला रॅडिकल्स सगळ्या लिस्ट मधनं शोधायचे. कळलं?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Now, composite radicals are explained somewhere else in your course. Acidic radicals are explained somewhere else in your course. Now, we are pooling those two concepts to pick the correct answer. Okay. Now, complete the following reactions. Determine in which reaction the least mass of the oxide is used. Write the molar mass of that oxide. So these are very simple reactions of oxide with HCl, where you will get the respective chloride and water as the byproduct. This is a very standard reaction pattern. So CaO plus 2HCl, what will I get?
CaCl2 plus H2O.
CaCl2 plus H2O. What will be the balancing?
No, ma'am, it is already balanced.
Already balanced. MgO plus
2HCl.
HCl, again it will be 2HCl. ZNO plus 2HCl.
ZnCl2 plus H2O.
Plus H2O. And Al2O3 plus 6HF.
Twice AlF3 plus 3H2.
AF3 will be formed and H2O. Now 6HF, so it will be 2AlF3. That will balance the Al also. And H2O la 3H2O, right? Now, in each case, can I find the mass of the salt?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the mass of CaO? It is given above. Ca is 40, O is 16. So CaO is
56.
56.
Mg is 24, O is 60.
40.
Zn is, I think, 65. No, 65
Yeah,
and
65.
and O. 16 म्हणजे 81. And Al is 27. So 2Al will be 54 plus 48.
102.
So which is the least one?
MgO.
And what are they asking? Write the molar mass of that oxide. So our answer will be 40.
40.
40. Hey, mom, it's wrong लिहिलं answer. No, sorry. Yeah, I thought I made a mistake. Yeah, the answer should be MgO. While sending, I will make the correction and send. Answer should be MgO 40. Before sending, I will make the correction. Okay, now 7th question. Total number of atoms present in 1 mole of sodium sulfate. We saw it yesterday, right? 1 molecule of
Yes, ma'am.
sodium sulfate has 7 atoms. So 1 mole will have 7 into
So
6,
42.
42 into 10 raised to 23. And I have to write only 42. Dash into 10 raised to 23. So the value of dash is 42. So this was one of the easiest questions. Has everyone got it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Determine the amount of oxide formed.
But
Sorry.
ma'am,
Huh?
there's no mention about Avogadro's number being 6 into 10 to the 23. So
वरती मी
I
useful
got the
data
answer as
लिहिला नाहीये का? Yeah, I must have missed out.
ma'am. I mean,
So you took
I
it
understood that
6.022?
it should be. I mean, I got it as 42.154, but
ठीक है. No issues.
Hmm.
That is my mistake that I forgot to give you the value of Avogadro number in useful data. But in the paper, you will find the value of Avogadro number wherever we want you to use it as 6. It will be clearly mentioned in the useful data above. If it is mentioned 6, use 6 only. कारण आता इथे बघा whole number 42 आहे ना. So it is convenient to use the value as 6 into 10 raised to 23. It will be very clearly mentioned.
Ma'am,
So if you've computed it with 6.022 right now, you can take it correct. No issues.
okay, ma'am.
ma'am,
Yeah.
can you explain fifth again?
हे बघ, एक मॉलिक्यूल सोडियम सल्फेट मध्ये
Ma'am,
किती
fifth one.
7 atoms आहेत 2 अधिक 1 अधिक 4 कळतंय का?
Ma'am, I was saying fifth one.
Which one?
Fifth.
Fifth one. Fifth one. Fifth मध्ये काय नाही कळलं तुला? कॉम्पोजिट रॅडिकल्सचा अर्थ काय? ज्या रॅडिकल मध्ये एकापेक्षा जास्त एलिमेंट आहेत त्याला आपण कॉम्पोजिट रॅडिकल म्हणतात. आणि ऍसिडिक रॅडिकलचा अर्थ काय? जो नेगेटिव्हली चार्ज रॅडिकल आहे तो ऍसिडिक रॅडिकल.
Okay.
So
ma'am.
from the list, I will have to choose radicals which have more than one element in it and which are negatively charged. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 7th कळलं ना सगळ्यांना? Now 8th one. Determine the amount of oxide formed after complete calcination of 1250 kg of zinc ore. Call it A, call it पाहिजे, huh? Call it A. Enter the value of A by 10 in the bubble sheet. So, first of all, you must know what is calcination of zinc ore. Whenever it is calcination, it is a carbonate, burning of carbonate. Zinc ore is zinc carbonate. So you must, step one is that you must know that this is the reaction. Calcination of zinc ore is ZnCO3 on heating, giving ZnO plus CO2. And then by balancing, I know 1250 grams of zinc carbonate gives 81 grams of zinc oxide. 1 mole of this gives 1 mole of this. Then if I have 1250 kg, I will get 810 kg of zinc oxide. I divide it by 10, I get 81. So the mathematical part is very easy. All you need over here is the understanding of what is calcination of zinc ore. So if you've done your metallurgy correctly, you should know this reaction. Okay. So 3 corrections I have to do now. Call it correct. 1 minute. I'll just take it down. So before I forward it to you, I'll make the essential correction. First, I need to change the value of Mg40 is the correct answer. Then I have to give the Avogadro number in data. And in question 8, I have to write call it 8. Okay. Next, determine the sum of molar masses of the unsaturated hydrocarbons from the following list. Call it S. Enter the value of S upon 2 in the bubble sheet. So, first of all, I should be able to find which are unsaturated hydrocarbons. As we discussed yesterday, these are the hydrocarbons which have at least one double bond or triple bond. So I must know the molecular formulae of all the given compounds. What will be methyl chloride?
CH3Cl.
CH3Cl. And there are all single bonds. So this is a saturated compound. Then ethyne is C triple bond C. It is the alkyne, right? So it is C2H2. So this is an unsaturated compound. Cyclohexane, is it saturated or unsaturated?
Saturated.
Saturated. Even though its molecular formula is C6H12, there is no double bond in it. It is clear a ring of 6 carbons with all single bonds. So it is a saturated compound. And isobutylene, we saw it yesterday only. It has a double bond in it. So this will be isobutylene. So its molecular formula will be C4H8. So these two are the unsaturated compounds, C4H8 and C2H2. I have to find the sum of the molar masses. So now see, I can find C2H2 separately as 12 2s are 24 plus 2, 26. And C4H8 like 12 4s are 48 plus 8, 56. And then add it 662 and 82. Is there another way? C2 plus C4 will be C6. C8, H8 plus H2 will be H10. So can I get it in one step? Well, 6 are 72 plus 10, 82. That will save my time. And then now over C, the actual answer is also a 2-digit number. Still, they are asking us to write S by 2. So this every time it need not be true that if S by 2 has to be written, that is by 2, then the original answer has to be a 3-digit number. It can maximally be 198, but it can very much be a 2-digit number, which when divided by 2 also I get a 2-digit number. So, which are those numbers? Which is the first 2-digit number? 10. So 10 twos are 20. So minimum value has to be 20. It cannot be less than 20 because less than 20, if I divide by 2, I'll get a 1-digit number. So my answer can be anything from 20 to 198. Even number, not odd number, because divided by 2, I'm getting a whole number. So what is the range of my answer? 20 to 198. Any even number between 20 and 198 will be my answer. So why was this question designed like this by me? Suppose somebody takes C6 H6. असं वाटलं की C6 H12 कोणाला तरी असं वाटलं अनसॅच्युरेटेड आहे. तर ह्याची व्हॅल्यू येणार 76 + 12 84. मग ते पण ऍड होणार मिथाइल क्लोराइडला 26 ला आणि 56 ला. आणि मग आपला आन्सर होणार 3 डिजिट. आणि मग कन्व्हेन्शनल वाटणार की हा डिवाइड बाय 2 दिलाय ना, म्हणजे माझं ओरिजिनल आन्सर 3 डिजिटच पाहिजे. जर का कोणी कन्फ्युजन मध्ये असेल आणि त्यांनी जर का मिथाइल क्लोराइड आणि सायक्लो आपलं काय ऍड केलं, सॉरी इथाईन आणि आयसोब्युटिलिन ऍड केलं आणि 82 आलं आणि अरे पण इथे तर दिलंय S/2 एंटर करायचं आहे, म्हणजे माझा आन्सर 3 डिजिट पाहिजे, म्हणजे हाव आय मिस्ड ऑन समथिंग. मग कन्फ्युजन मध्ये सायक्लोहेक्झेन पण ऍड केलं की हा आता आन्सर आलं 3 डिजिट. 10 + 6 16 आणि 10 + 6 16. हा डिवाइड बाय 2 केलं की 83 आलं. So don't be sure of what you know. Just because it is given S/2, not essential that every time it has to be a 3-digit number. This is actually, I designed it to mislead you, to give you a feeling that my real answer should be a 3-digit number, which is not. Please understand this. So if S/2 is asked, we say that there is a possibility that the answer is 3-digit number, not necessarily. So what was expected in this question? You should be able to identify unsaturated hydrocarbon. The rest of the part was easy, just computing the molar masses and adding them and dividing by 2. And not getting confused by the instruction of S/2. Identify the list below the elements that will react from the list below the elements that will react with acids. Add their atomic numbers, solve the sum A, enter the value of A upon 5 in the bubble sheet. So which are the elements that will react with acids? The ones which are above H in the reactivity series. Okay. So which are the elements that are above H? Lithium, magnesium, and tin. All three are above H. Only mercury will go below H. So all these three will react with acids. So we will get 3 + 12 + 50, 65 divided by 5. Answer will be 30. So this is a question based on reactivity series. Yeah, over here also actually it's given acids, but I would prefer to write HCl because mercury will react with hot concentrated citric acid. Okay, I'll change this also. Though in your book, the picture says that these are the elements that react with acids. I'll change question. Yes, Amrita.
Ma'am, can you share the reactivity series?
रिॲक्टिव्हिटी सिरीज आपल्या आहे ना आजच्या आपल्या नोट्स मध्ये असेल. It is there somewhere in, I think, 8th standard or 9th standard textbook. It is there in our today's notes. A very simple reactivity. Okay, but okay, fine. So is the paper understood now? Any doubt in any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, for how many of you, your estimated scores and expected scores are the same? Exactly same. Sarth, Arjun, Shrish, Advait. Very good. Would you like to share your scores? Atharva, Adit, Harshvard. Exactly जेवढे काढले होते तेवढे मिळाले?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So you have a very
Oh,
good
ma'am.
judgment about yourself. Okay. Would you like to share your scores? Those who can, those who don't mind sharing can declare your scores.
35.
Yes, ma'am. I got 8 correct.
Very good. Very
Ma'am,
good.
I got 7 correct. 45.
7. Okay.
45. Ma'am, 45 out
35,
of
ma'am.
50.
Wow.
35.
Wow. Prasanna. Very good. Anything about 30 is, I guess, a good score.
Yes, ma'am.
30, 35, 40, 45 is great.
45.
Good, good, good. So please keep studying very well. We still have about 15 days in our hand now. So whatever you've done in your physics last week and chemistry this week, put in good amount of energy. If we all, like most of our students, get selected, that will be a real proud moment for us, for sure, that if this program is navigating you in the correct direction, it is giving you a cutting edge over other students, then the benefit of the program is really there, because both things have to be there. Program has to be effective and the child has to be hardworking with some basic potential. When everything matches, then you get the results. Otherwise, no program can, it is not a magic wand. Abracadabra kar diya aur yahan se wahan ko dhakel diya. Unless you work very hard and you have some basic potential, no teacher can really help. Okay, so I'm really happy with your scores. Okay. Now let's go to today's
Ma'am?
question. Yes.
Ma'am, is there any particular list that in which it's compounds and reactions that we have to memorize? Because um, when I saw the paper, I saw that a few reactions, although I have studied my book significantly, I don't remember them. So is there any particular list that I can
No,
find on
there
the
is
net?
no list. As I said, now any reaction, the maximum probability is there that your reaction from your 10th standard books will be picked up for a question on stoichiometry. And then after that, second priority will be 9th standard, and a very low priority of any reaction picked up from your 8th standard book. But as such, we cannot say anything. But no reaction beyond the textbook will be asked. That is a guarantee. That's why I told you, na, you make
Okay.
your own list of reactions, and out of that, the ones which you already know. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता काय CaO प्लस CO2 CaCO3 ही अगदी मला नक्की माहिती आहे रिॲक्शन. तर मग ती तुम्ही फोडून टाकलीत तरी चालेल. आणि अच्छा समजा तुम्ही 8वी 9वी 10वीच्या बुक मधनं काय 100 रिॲक्शन्स तुमच्या शॉर्टलिस्ट झाल्या. त्या 100 रिॲक्शन्स पैकी 50 रिॲक्शन्स तुम्हाला अगदी बिंदास माहिती आहेत, म्हणजे शक्यच नाही की तुम्ही काहीतरी मिस्टेक कराल त्याच्यात. त्या रिॲक्शन्स त्याच्यातनं डिलीट करून टाका. आणि उरलेल्या ज्या रिॲक्शन्स आहेत, जिकडे तुम्हाला कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकताय, आयदर प्रॉडक्टमध्ये किंवा बॅलन्सिंगमध्ये, फक्त तेवढ्या रिॲक्शन्स काइंड ऑफ बाय हार्ट करा किंवा अगदी नीट समजून घ्या. आणि काही हँडपिक ज्या रिॲक्शन्स आहेत, लाईक yesterday we saw KMnO4 FeSO4 H2SO4, that is one big reaction. Copper and HNO3 is a big reaction. व्हेरी फ्यू हँडपिक देन ऑर्गॅनिक मधल्या काही रिॲक्शन्स काल आपण ज्या बघितल्या एस्टरिफिकेशन वगैरेच्या रिॲक्शन्स, त्या तोंडपाठ पाहिजेत. त्या जर तुम्हाला रिप्रोड्यूस करता येत नसतील तर त्या 10-15 रिॲक्शन्स तुम्ही मगअप करा आणि उरलेल्या लक्षात घ्या रिॲक्शन्स. बट इफ यू लिस्ट ऑल द रिॲक्शन्स प्रेझेंट, in the
Hmm.
textbook, then you have probably secured a very big thing. You will be able to cater to any question that is based on the reaction. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Now, concept of redox we have already discussed yesterday. And so we know that combination, decomposition, single displacement, double displacement, all types of reactions, everybody knows. Do I have to revise these types? What are combination? What are decomposition?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Everyone knows that, no? Combination are typically two or more reactants give a single product. So these are essentially redox. Current element is getting converted to a compound. So for a combination reaction, most of the times on the left-hand side, there are two elements forming a compound. Except we saw a few reactions yesterday like MgO plus CO2 forming MgCO3 वगैरे अशा ज्या reactions आहेत जिकडे two compounds are combining to form another compound, this is not a redox reaction. But whichever combination reaction, or these are also called as synthesis reactions. Okay. Then opposite of that is decomposition, that a compound is breaking down into elements. This is also invariably a redox reaction. Except like this, where both the compound and the reactants are compounds, not elements. These are decomposition reaction. If the decomposition takes place in the place of heat, it becomes thermal decomposition, or it is also called as thermolysis. Lysis is breakdown. Thermo is in presence of heat. If the decomposition takes place due to electric current, then it is electrolytic decomposition or it is electrolysis. Decomposition, or it is also called as electrolysis. Okay. These are the two ways of it. And always remember, when I have to break a okay, also this one more important input is that whenever I'm breaking a compound, I'm going to break a bond. पहिले CO3 चं CO2 आणि O होणार. मग हा O ह्याला जाऊन चिकटणार. So there's a lot of happening. So whenever a compound is broken, energy has to be given to it. Without that, the bond will not break. Because when the bond is formed, the bond always gives out energy. When magnesium combines with oxygen, okay, this is a more stable configuration that magnesium alone and oxygen alone, and energy is given out. So any synthesis reactions are exothermic or exoergic reactions, wherein energy is given out in some or the other form, in the form of heat or in the form of spark, light. And whenever a compound is broken, energy has to be given to it. So any decomposition reactions are endothermic reactions. Remember this simple rule, की कुठचाही बॉन्ड ब्रेक करायला त्या बॉन्डला एनर्जी द्यावी लागते आणि कुठचाही बॉन्ड जेव्हा फॉर्म होतो तेव्हा तो बॉन्ड एनर्जी देतो. All right. So these are the decomposition. Single displacement, one element reacts with a compound and it displaces the cation from the compound plus H2 is single displacement. Now, if Mg is going to remove H from HCl, what is the most essential requirement? That Mg has to be more reactive than H. Stronger than H, because उसको H को उखाड़ना है और वहां पे बैठना है. अगर H strong है तो वो Mg को उखाड़ने नहीं देगा. That is where we need the reactivity series, that the element which is above in the reactivity series can displace the element that is below in the reactivity series. Let me check if I have given it here. Okay, I have not given it here, but I'll have it somewhere else. I will give it to you, share it with you. Otherwise, there is a mnemonic that I usually use for reactivity series. If you would like to remember that, po, so, ka, ma, al, zi, ar, le, hi, to, me, si, go, la. This is my reactivity series song. Poso, kama, alzi, arle, hypo, mesi, go, la. This is not the symbol. These are the first two letters of the element. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. So all the elements that are above hydrogen till lead will react with HCl. The elements that are below hydrogen will not react with HCl, but they do react with HNO3 and H2SO4 for very different reasons that are out of our scope right now. Chemically, why? Weeks reaction, copper plus HNO3. But if you try to put the reactivity series concept over here, you will feel that silver also reacts with HgNO3. Copper also reacts with HgNO3. Silver reacts with H2SO4. These reactions do occur, but they do not come under this reactivity series concept because these are oxy acids. These are special reactions. But elements below hydrogen will not react with hydracids. Hydracids are HCl, H2S, etc. Yes, Prasanna? So this is my own mnemonic of reactivity series.
Ma'am,
And
I
then
have.
also, हा बोल.
Where does tin lie in this series?
या माझ्या सिरीज मध्ये टिन नाहीये, पण आपला जो डायग्राम आहे ना त्याच्यामध्ये टिन आहे. तुमच्या जो बुक मध्ये जो डायग्राम आहे तो मी देते रेफरन्सला तुम्हाला. I have it. I will share that diagram with you. I think it is there in metals and non-metals.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, I'll share the diagram. So,
मॅम हायर लेवलच्या केमिस्ट्री मध्ये या सर्वांच्या वरती लिथियम असते.
लिथियमची केमिस्ट्री खूप वेगळी आहे म्हणून आपण ते ह्या जनरल रिॲक्टिव्हिटी सिरीज मध्ये घेत नाही. सेकंड पिरियड आहे ना तो. सो इट इज एक्सेप्शनल एलिमेंट इन दिस थिंग group 1.
हो मॅम.
Generally we start with sodium. This reactivity series is very limited. When you go in 11th standard, there will be some more fundamentals given to you and this reactivity series will get modified. Okay. I'll share the picture which is given to you in your textbook. So your questions on reactivity series will be based on that diagram. Okay. It will not go beyond. All right. Then that is single displacement for which you need reactivity series. Double displacement reactions, as I said, these are neutralization reactions. In some double displacement reactions, there will be no precipitate. They will be all like left hand. Double displacement reactions are typically the reactions formed between two soluble salts because, and these are always in aqueous medium. Double displacement reactions are always in aqueous medium where I'm putting soluble salt A and soluble salt B. A is breaking down into its cation anion. B is breaking down into its cation anion, and they are crossing, is typically a double displacement reaction. So what are the prerequisites for double displacement? That it has to be an aqueous reaction in water medium. Second, both the salts in the reactants have to be soluble. But when the product is formed, then there are three possibilities coming. Either both the salts are soluble in product, either one of the salt is insoluble, so it will form a precipitate. Those reactions are called as precipitation reactions. Or one of the salt which is formed is a gas. These are called as gas formation reactions. All these are double displacement reactions. And apart from that, all neutralization reactions where an acid plus base forms salt and water, or an acidic oxide and base form salt and water, or acid and basic oxide will form salt and water. Is that clear? All clear? And all these reactions are double displacement reactions, and all these reactions are essentially non-redox reactions. All these types. Double displacement where both the products are soluble. Double displacement where one of the product is insoluble, forming precipitation. Double displacement where one of the product is gas. Neutralization reactions of acid plus base, basic oxide plus acid, acidic oxide plus base, acidic oxide plus basic oxide. All are DD reactions. सगळे पॅटर्न्स कळले डबल डिकॉम्पोजिशनचे. आणि अशी टाईपची रिॲक्शन दिसली तर ती ब्लाइंडली नॉन रिडॉक्स रिॲक्शन आहे. नो नीड टू थिंक ऑन इट. विच रिॲक्शन्स आर रिडॉक्स? जिकडे एका बाजूला एलिमेंट आहे आणि दुसऱ्या बाजूला कंपाऊंड आहे. दीज आर द टिपिकल रिडॉक्स रिॲक्शन्स. ओके. All right. Now, why have I written this reaction? Okay, these as I mentioned, these are a few complicated reactions which I would recommend you to by heart. KMnO4 H2SO4, KMnO4 FeSO4 H2SO4, and K2Cr2O7 H2SO4. And you can by heart the reactants products and the coefficients as a mnemonic: 28, 210, 1158, 141143, 231235. असं काही many a times I used to prefer to learn it like this. If you are able to produce, fine. Now these two reactions are giving nascent oxygen. Single oxygen कधीही नसतो. Okay, but these are typical oxidizing agents, and therefore they are producing nascent oxygen, which is used for bleaching. Nascent oxygen is highly reactive, so it can bleach compounds. Now this is a chart wherein see.
Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can you just shift to the upper page? I'm still writing the reactions.
कुठचीही ना?
ते जे तुम्ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बनला ना ते.
हे ना 3 ना? मी अख्खं
हा,
पीडीएफ
हा,
शेअर
ते.
करणार आहे हे नोट्स नंतर.
Oh, okay, no problem.
आपलं लेक्चर झालं की मी सगळं पीडीएफ शेअर.
Okay, ma'am.
Now acid bases salts, the color of indicator. This is a very basic chart. I have a nice this thing, litmus paper मध्ये कलरलेस आणि पिंक असतं ना. Yeah, phenolphthalein. Okay. Phenolphthalein, if you start with phenolphthalein, it is colorless and pink in respective acid and basic medium. Then methyl orange is pink and yellow. Then turmeric is yellow and red. And litmus is red in acid and blue. See, huh? Phenolphthalein, acid base, colorless pink. Methyl orange, pink, yellow. Turmeric, yellow, red. Litmus, red, blue. I remember it like this. Colorless pink, pink, yellow, yellow, red, red, blue. If you want, you can take down this table. It's not there. So you remember all the 4 indicators in both acidic and basic medium with this table very quickly. Unless you don't have your own mnemonic, this will be a quick tip for you. This is all theoretical thing that you must know.
Ma'am, can you repeat the table again?
Bhaga, we start with phenolphthalein. Okay, so it is the indicator, then acidic medium and basic medium. Phenolphthalein, in acid it is colorless, basic it is pink. Okay. Then methyl orange, in acid it is pink, basic it is yellow. Turmeric, acid it is yellow, basic it is red. And litmus, acid it is red, basic it is blue. So this pink, pink, yellow, yellow, red, red is easy to remember. Okay?
Yes, I'm done.
Right. Then this is another chart in one of your textbooks where the colloquial names of acids are given. Acetic acid is vinegar, orange has ascorbic acid, tamarind has tartaric acid, tomato has oxalic acid, curd has lactic acid, lemon has citric acid. So this can be used, the colloquial name, and then the formula may be given or asked or whatever. Then acidic basic radicals we've already revised, so we can quickly run over it. Then these are some acids, their formulae. Their basic radical is always the positive radical. Their acidic. Now, so even an acid has a basic radical in it. It is type of compound is acid. When the basic radical is H, it is an acid. And when NH4OH, the acidic radical is OH, it is a base. Understand? Acidic radical is negatively charged radical and basic radical is a positively charged radical. When the positively charged radical is H, it is an acid, but it will always have a basic radical. And the base will have an acidic radical as OH. more popularly. See, you will later on learn acidic and basic compounds without H and OH in them. Okay, but as of now, at least now and then, this where there is no H and OH, okay, we will call it as a salt. This is a salt. Na is the basic radical, Cl is the acidic radical. Type of compound is a salt. Okay. So all these small facts you must know, because we never know which wording will be used in which compound. Amphoteric oxides, typically zinc oxide and Al2O3. So if they say amphoteric oxide of an element of group 13, it is invariably aluminium. Amphoteric oxide of period 4, it is zinc. Amphoteric are the oxides which can react with acids as well as bases. ZNO will react with HCl also. We already saw the reaction above. ZNO plus HCl will also take place. Al2O3 plus HCl will also take place. So when they react with bases, they react as acids. When they react with acids, they react as bases. Wherever you see the word ampho, what is an amphibian? Who is an amphibian? An organism that
That lives in water and
water
land
and
also.
both places, no? So wherever you see the word amphi, ambi, it means both. So amphoteric are the compounds or the oxides which can react both with acids and bases. So ZNO and Al2O3 are typically two amphoteric oxides referred to on page 94 of your standard 10 textbook. And then the reactions of these amphoteric oxides are also given to you, reacting with acids, reacting with bases. Okay. All right. So that was the topic to be discussed today. We have a few questions to be done. Based on types of reactions. Okay. Before we go for the questions, is there any doubt, any particular thing? So as such, I have discussed, of course, a very detailed, what you can say, a discussion of the topics is not possible. But whatever overview I could take, I have done it. So here are a few questions from the past year papers. Let us try to do these questions, as many as possible. Okay. So the first three questions are in front of you. I give you how much time we have? We have a lot of time. Okay, I give you 10 minutes time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions a day. See which of these questions you can do. I think the 11th is already solved over here, but the rest are not solved. So try to do these questions. If there is any doubt in between, you can ask me. After about 10 minutes, we will discuss these questions.
नाही नाही. Where is the teacher?
Any doubt?
Teacher, what we have to do?
Solve. इतका काय करत होता तू? I've given you time to solve the questions. I have solved enough questions for you. Now you try to solve. If you get a doubt while solving also, you can ask me that I'm not being able to navigate this after this point. Even from the previous past year questions which I had sent to you, if you have any doubt, you can always ask me. Okay, I'll do one thing. I will just share this document with you right across. So if you would want to go ahead and solve the questions also, this is what types of reactions, past year questions. No? Okay, I've shared this document with you right across. So you can look at it in your own share the answer key of the practice paper also. No, I need to make changes in it. No? Okay, I'll do it. Okay, let us start thinking over these questions together. In an experiment, concentrated brine that is also given to you. What is concentrated brine? Is sodium chloride solution in water. is made to undergo electrolysis. So if sodium chloride undergoes electrolysis, obviously what are going to be the products? Na plus and Cl minus. Na plus at the cathode will form ClNa solid. Chlorine at the anode will form Cl2 gas. This is the step 1 that we must know. In another experiment, acidulated water is made to undergo electrolysis. We always need acidified water. And gas B is collected at the cathode. So H plus will come at the cathode. Hydrogen gas, oxygen gas will come at the anode. The gas collected at the cathode, A and B are reacted with each other. That is, this Cl and this H are reacted with each other. Okay. In a third experiment, to give C, so H and Cl together will form C. We will get HCl. This is reacted with aluminum hydroxide, AlOH thrice. We will get AlCl3 plus H2O. 1 mole of this will give you 3 moles of this. So 10 molecules of this will use 30 molecules of this. Answer of this is 30. This is quite a challenging question, but it comes from 2015, wherein our entrance exams used to be much more challenging than what they are now. Is this question understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
मॅम एकदा ती रिॲक्शन सांगा ना 10 मॉलिक्युल सोबतची
10 molecules लिहिलंय ना तिकडे. 10 molecules of aluminum hydroxide react. हे दिलंय ना हे काय. मग हे जर 10 असतील, 1
मॅम
mole ला
इथं सी तर HCl असेल ना?
हा, how many molecules of C are used up विचारलंय ना.
येस मॅम.
हा, मग 3 HCl आहे ना. बॅलन्स केल्यावर काय आहे?
येस मॅम 30 मॉलिक्युल्स.
30 molecules. सो स्टेप बाय स्टेप जायचंय आपल्याला ह्या क्वेश्चन मध्ये. सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा आपल्याला काय कळलं पाहिजे, ब्राईनच्या इलेक्ट्रॉलिसिसनी Na आणि Cl होणार आहे. मग जर गॅस कलेक्टेड ॲट द एनोड इज Cl, मग वॉटर मध्ये गॅस कलेक्टेड ॲट द एनोड इज H, म्हणजे ह्या दोन्हीच्या कॉम्बिनेशनने HCl मिळणार आहे. ते HCl अल्युमिनियम हायड्रॉक्साईड बरोबर रिॲक्ट करतायत. तर कंपाऊंड्स काय, प्रोडक्ट्स काय असतील आणि मग त्याचा मोलर रेशिओ काय, 1:3. So many steps are expected. Then 10th question, 720 grams of aluminum metal of 25% purity. म्हणजे काय? 720 च्या पहिलं मला 25% काढायला पाहिजे. 25% प्युरिटी म्हणजे तेवढंच वापरलं. 25% ऑफ 720 म्हणजे 1/4 ऑफ इट. 18×72 तोंडी करता आलं तर उत्तम. 180 grams is utilized with excess of NaOH. So Al plus NaOH. Okay, we must know the reaction. It is NaAlO2 plus 3H2 plus 2H2 in the amphoteric one. Okay, we will have this reaction in the amphoteric salts. And then what is asked? how many moles of hydrogen gas will be formed? (180 grams of this will form 3 moles. So 2 mole, if you balance this reaction, 2 moles of Al forms 3 moles of H2. So 180 grams is how many moles? 27 grams is 1 mole. So 54 grams forms 6 grams. So 180 grams, 54 grams of this forms 6 grams of hydrogen. Then 180 grams will form how many grams? That is 20 grams, that is 10 moles. Answer is 10. Then next question. Sample of magnesium carbonate containing some inert impurity is heated strongly. The weight of the impure sample taken before heating is 210 grams. After heating, 10 grams of magnesium oxide was produced. So if 10 grams of magnesium oxide is produced, how much? It's a simple reaction, magnesium carbonate giving MgO plus CO. So if 10 grams is produced, it has used how much of MgCO3? And initially, if I have 210 grams, then what is the percent of impurity? Percent of purity. हाँ. So these are of course good questions, but if you prepare yourself for good questions, you will be better off with simple questions. Next one, 2016. Oxide of a sublimative element, Ha, treated with water to form a tribasic acid. So which is the most common tribasic acid?
Ma'am, can we,
H3PO4.
ma'am, can you once explain 11th?
Magnesium carbonate
Yes, ma'am.
containing some inert impurities heated strongly. Weight of the impure sample before heating is 210 grams. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे magnesium carbonate impure sample is 210 grams. त्याला आपण हीट केलं. हीट केल्यावर काय होणार? त्यातला जेवढा प्युअर पार्ट आहे त्याचंच फक्त मॅग्नेशियम ऑक्साईड बनणार आणि इम्प्युरिटी आहे ती तशीच राहणार. बरोबर?
Yes,
After
ma'am.
heating, 10 grams of magnesium oxide is produced. म्हणजे 10 ग्रॅम मॅग्नेशियम ऑक्साईड झालाय तर त्याच्यासाठी किती मॅग्नेशियम कार्बोनेट बर्न झालं म्हणजे किती प्युअर होतं की नाही. मॅग्नेशियम कार्बोनेटचा मोलर मास काय आहे 24 प्लस C is 12 प्लस O3 is 48. So 84 बरोबर.
येस
84 ग्राम्स मॅग्नेशियम कार्बोनेट बर्न होतं तेव्हा 40 ग्राम्स मॅग्नेशियम ऑक्साईड तयार होतं की नाही. MgOचं वेट आपण काढलंय मगाशीच. मग जर 10 ग्राम मॅग्नेशियम ऑक्साईड तयार होत आहे तर किती मॅग्नेशियम कार्बोनेट बर्न झालाय याच्या 1/4. कळताय का मी काय बोलते ते.
येस मॅम.
So only 21 gram of magnesium carbonate is pure. So what is the percentage purity of the sample? 21 gram out of 210 grams is pure. So what is the percentage purity? 10%. What are they asking? What is the percentage purity of the sample? It is 10%. Got it?
येस मॅम, थँक्यू.
Okay. Now this sublimative substance tribasic acid म्हटलं की आपल्याला first hint येणार H3PO, right? And phosphorus, as we know, is a sublimative element. It is treated with water. A exists as A4 in nature. That also we know. So lot of hints to indicate what is A. Now, B contains only one atom of element A. ते पण कळलं आपल्याला की H3PO4 आहे. Tribasic acid. Identify B. What is B? H3PO4. Write its molar mass. Simply compute the molar mass and write. So all this history is given for us to identify B as H3PO4 and then we have to simply write the molar mass of it. Okay. Then next is 1 mole of a light green compound. ते जे आपल्याला colors आहेत ना compound चे ते फार typically hint करतात. Light green is FeSO4 is dehydrated because then we must also know that FeSO4 has water of crystallization of
7H2O.
7. It is dehydrated, meaning I have only FeSO4. On strongly heating, okay, we will get two gaseous products A and B along with an oxide of higher valency of iron. What are the two valencies of iron? +2 and +3, right? What is the oxide of higher valency? +3 ने तयार होणारं ऑक्साईड कुठचं आहे आयनचं?
Fe3O4.
नाही.
Fe2O3.
Fe2O3. Fe3O4 is the combination of FeO, Fe2O. Okay. The compound oxide of higher valency जिकडे +3 आहे. Fe ची ती Fe2O3 आहे. So this FeSO4 which is dehydrated now is giving me the oxide of higher valency of iron Fe2O3 along with A and B are oxides of the same element. आता इथे SO4 आहे म्हणजे कुठचे ऑक्साइड्स असणार ते SO2 आणि SO3. Write the sum of the amount of gaseous products obtained in grams when 1 mole of this. म्हणजे सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा ही रिॲक्शन रिप्रोड्यूस करता आली पाहिजे आपल्याला की FeSO4 पहिलं डिहायड्रेट केलं म्हणजे वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल नाही पकडलाय. मग त्याला हीट केल्यावर Fe2O3 झाला, SO2 झाला, SO3 झाला. मग ही रिॲक्शन मला बॅलन्स करता आली पाहिजे. म्हणजे ही 2FeSO4 येणार, ही 2Fe झाला, 8O झाला, 3 + 2 + 3 आणि 2S झाला. So 2FeSO4, 2 moles of FeSO4. आता यातले gaseous products कुठचे आहेत? SO2 आणि SO3. So 2 moles of FeSO4 give me 1 mole of this, 1 mole of this, and 1 mole of this. If I start with 1 mole of FeSO4, I will get 0.5 mole of each of this. Then what will be the volume, molar mass? काय विचारलं त्यांनी? Sum of the amount of gases in grams. मग 0.5 SO2 म्हणजे किती ग्रॅम? 0.5 SO3 म्हणजे किती ग्रॅम? SO2 is 32 plus 32, 64. And SO3 is 32 plus 48, 80 grams. ह्याच्या हाफ म्हणजे 32, ह्याच्या हाफ म्हणजे 40, त्याची सम म्हणजे 72 is the answer. Is it clear? Take it down if you want. Okay. Can we go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now the next I've already done over here. Identify the total number of reactions from the following in which NaCl is obtained as one of the products. I will not discuss this because these are already here. So this is a listing type of question. कुठे कुठे NaCl नाही फॉर्म झाला, नाही कुठे कुठे झालाय. Okay, except one reaction, all the reactions NaCl is formed. So the answer will be 8. Let us not discuss because the reactions are already put up over here. You all can read it later on. Then 2018, an element X on reacting with steam produces hydrogen gas along with X3O4. So X3O4 itself is like a hint that it is Fe3O4. Okay. Write the value of M/4, where M is the molecular mass of X3O4. So first hint is that, which is the element that reacts with steam? We must know that. We know that the elements in the reactivity series above will react with cold water first. Very highly reactive, sodium, potassium. Then the little below, magnesium, aluminum, etc. They may react with hot water. And the elements that are just above H, like Fe, you need to react them with steam. Only then they will react with water. They will not react with cold water. They will not react with hot water. So this very word reacting with steam should tell us that it is Fe. And then this formula X3O4 should confirm that it is Fe3O4. You simply have to find the molar mass and divide it by 4 to get the answer. So the hints that are given in the question should be appropriately picked up. Write the number of elements from the following that produce hydrogen gas on reacting with dilute HNO3. We must know these compounds, lead and copper are the two elements that will react with HNO3. Rest don't react with dilute HNO3. Cobalt, nahi, silver, nahi, they will react only with concentrated HNO3. So this is a theory-based question. Then
मॅम अल्युमिनियम आणि झिंक स्टीम सोबत रिएक्ट करतात.
अल्युमिनियम आणि झिंक कुठे आहे इथे? नाही.
नाही करतात का?
हो करतील ना. तर प्रश्नच नाहीये इकडे काही. दिलेल्या एलिमेंट्स पैकी कुठचे करतात?
हा मॅम.
मॅम ते Hg मर्क्युरी पण रिॲक्ट नाही करणार ना HNO3 सोबत.
नाही, नाही. Then 34 grams of AgNO3 is present in its aqueous solution, completely reacted with NaCl. Product is filtered. Filtered आलं म्हणजे precipitate आहे. AgNO3 plus HCl, sorry, NaCl, काय फॉर्म होणार? What will be the products?
AgCl and NaNO3.
AgCl आणि NaNO3. And AgCl is typically a insoluble product. So this will form the
Precipitate.
precipitate. So after we filter, the filtrate is heated to dryness. Write the mass of the dry filtrate. म्हणजे थोडक्यात आपण आता बोललो तसं की वॉटरचं मास नाही घ्यायचं. फक्त ड्राय फिल्ट्रेट काय येणार? NaNO3 सॉल्ट येणार. सो AgNO3 34 ग्रॅम्स जर घेतलं, it is a balanced equation. So find the molar mass of AgNO3. That 1 mole of AgNO3 gives 1 mole of NaNO3. So 34 grams will give how many grams of NaNO3 is the calculation. Which are the hint words over here? Filtered म्हटल्यानंतर precipitate आहे. तो ह्याच्यावरती राहणार पार्चमेंट पेपरवर आणि खाली फक्त सोल्युबल सॉल्ट येणार आहे. आणि मग ते तुम्ही हिटेड टू ड्रायनेस आहे म्हणजे त्याच्यातलं जे पाणी आहे ते आपण काढून टाकलंय म्हणजे उरलं प्युअर NaNO3 सॉल्ट. These are the hints to be taken. Okay. Then take one. This is with solution, so I'm not discussing it. You all can read it later on. I have forgotten to remove the solution, but you all can read it and understand it. Even this is with solution. 2020 चे 2 questions आहेत. With solution आहेत. You all can read the solution. You will understand. त्याच्यानंतर आता इथे एंडोथर्मिक आणि एक्झोथर्मिक. Number of endothermic reactions. As I explained just now, reaction in which there is a breakdown of something will always take in energy. And a reaction in which there is a formation of something, it is always an exothermic reaction. Sorry. Oh, exothermic reaction. जिथे काहीतरी नवीन बॉन्ड तयार होतो ती रिॲक्शन एक्झोथर्मिक असते. जिथे बॉन्ड ब्रेक होतो ती रिॲक्शन एंडोथर्मिक असते ऑलवेज. Okay. So if we look at these reactions, KNO3 plus H2O. कुठच्या वर्षाचा क्वेश्चन? 2020. So wherever water is added, what will happen? It is turning into an aqueous solution. It is a soluble salt. So the salt is dissolving. And when it is dissolving, it is combining with water. Just a minute. Whenever it is converting into its aqueous form, it is of course going to take in energy. So the first reaction is endothermic. Then over here, what is happening? C12H22, that is sugar, aqueous solution of sugar is combining with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and H2O. What is this reaction? It is photosynthesis. So it is always taking in energy. Then this is again becoming aqueous. So this is also taking in energy. Then this is also breakup, thermal decomposition. So this is taking in energy. And this is also taking in energy. This is a highly exothermic reaction. Addition of this thing. So any dissolution is always an endothermic process because it involves the breaking of H-OH bonds. So all these reactions will be endothermic. Answer will be 5. Then which are not redox. Yes, Prasanna.
Ma'am, addition of NaCl to water, NaCl will turn aqueous, so it will not.
Oh, endothermic acid. आहे ना endothermic people. म्हणजे ही येणार KNO3 ची त्याच्यानंतर ही नाही येणार. Photosynthesis is glucose is produced, no? So this will be exothermic. So first येईल, third येईल, fifth येईल, sixth येईल आणि 7th. Okay.
Ma'am, what about fourth?
Fourth formation आहे ना. Doubtful about fourth.
ते बॉन्ड बनायला हे लागल ना एनर्जी.
Slightly. I'll confirm this. Even I'm little doubtful. ही नक्की एक्झोथर्मिक आहे. त्याच्यानंतर ही नक्की एक्झोथर्मिक आहे. 5 नक्की एक्झोथर्मिक आहे. 8 नक्की एक्झोथर्मिक आहे. ग्लुकोज म्हणजे हे फोटोसिंथेसिस रिॲक्शन आहे. ह्याच्यामध्ये तर एनर्जी रिलीजच होते ना. सो ही नक्की एक्झोथर्मिक आहे. फोर्थला मग फोर्थ एंडोथर्मिक आहे.
Endothermic.
एंडोथर्मिक आहे 4. करेक्ट. फॉर्मेशन
हो.
ऑफ बॉन्ड आहे ना. सो दिस इज एंडोथर्मिक.
So 1, 3, 4 and
So 1,
Uh,
3, 4, 5 and 7.
मॅम फोर्थ वाली एक्झो येईल ना
कशी रे?
मॅम ते इथेलॅपी चेंज असतं ना
Because in my answer I've written 5, but right now even I'm getting confusion. Okay, I'll confirm about this 4 because my answer says, answer key which I have says this, this, then
मॅम जर आपण त्याची हीट जर काउंट केली तर -71 कॅलरीज कमी होणार आहे प्रोडक्ट पासून रिएक्टंट पासून प्रोडक्ट पर्यंत
कन्फ्युज झाली आपण. मग 1 is definitely endothermic. 3 is endothermic. Then 6 is endothermic. नाही. Or 6 is endothermic.
मॅम
7
फिफ्थ
is
पण असेल ना.
आणि 4th is endothermic. बरोबर. मी का कन्फ्युज झाली?
मॅम फिफ्थ पण एंडोथर्मिक असेल ना.
5th, हा 5th endothermic. Right.
थर्मल डिकॉम्पोजिशन.
हा बरोबर. Okay, fine. I'll confirm about this reaction. उगाचच मी कन्फ्युज झाली. Okay, I'll get back on this. I'll put it on the group. Okay. त्याच्यानंतर रिडॉक्स रिडॉक्स आपण बोललो आता ऑलरेडी. सो लेट us not discuss that. You will be able to identify that. And electrolytic reduction of molten NaCl.
मॅम
uh,
ते S+O2 रिएक्शनची मी एक फोटो टाकली ग्रुपवर एकदा पहा ना
एकच मिनिट. आता आपण कुठचा बोलतो? जानेवारी 2021 चा क्वेश्चन 4 ना. काय लिहिलंय मी आन्सर? क्वेश्चन 4चं 5च लिहिलंय मी. बरं बघते हा. आधी हा करून टाकू. Electrolytic reduction of molten NaCl. 1 mole of Na is deposited at cathode by gaining X mole of electrons. Okay. So that will be 1. And 1 mole of chlorine gas is liberated at anode by losing Y moles of electrons. That will be 2 moles. Now, write the value of X plus Y. So it will be 3. Simple question. Okay. And we could cover all the questions. Very good. हा तू काय टाकलाय म्हणतोय? S+O2 ची रिएक्शन टाकली का? हो. Exothermic reaction. Okay. Okay. So S+O2 is an exothermic reaction. अरे काय आहे वेडेपणा? फॉर्मेटिव्ह रिएक्शन आहे ना. एक्झोथर्मिकच असणार ती. When a bond is formed, energy is given out. कशाला कन्फ्युज होते? Yeah, it is exothermic. Okay. So done.
Ma'am, how is endothermic and aqueous solution related?
डिझोल्युशन हे बघ. ॲक्वस सोल्युशन म्हणजे काय होत आहे बघा आता. ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. KNO3 हे सॉल्ट आहे. एखादं सॉल्ट पाण्यात विरघळतं म्हणजे काय होतं की आपण मीठ पाण्यात घालतो. म्हणजे आधी कसं असतात, हे पाण्याचे मॉलिक्युल्स आहेत सगळे, बरोबर. त्याच्यामध्ये आपण जेव्हा एखादं सॉल्ट घालतो तेव्हा ते सॉल्ट काय करतं, त्या पाण्याच्या मॉलिक्युल्सला H आणि OH बॉन्डला ब्रेक करतं. आणि आता हे सॉल्ट आहे, फॉर एक्झाम्पल KNO3 आहे, तर हे KNO3 पण ब्रेक होणार K+ आणि NO3- मध्ये, आणि ते पाण्याला पण ब्रेक करणार H+ आणि OH- मध्ये. आणि आता हे जे K+ आहे ह्याच्या भोवती OH- आयन सगळे रिंग करणार आणि NO3च्या भोवती H+ आयन्स रिंग करणार. वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल असोसिएट होणार. So even the water breaks and even the salt breaks. And because there is a breaking of bonds involved, any dissolution process is always endothermic. Dissolving of any substance will always need energy, and that is called as the lattice energy, solvation energy, hydration energy, which breaks the lattice. Lattice energy ही याची आहे, ही तोडायला एनर्जी द्यावी लागते, हा बॉन्ड तोडायला, त्याला सॉल्वेशन एनर्जी, and when it is dissolved in water it is called as hydration energy, hydration enthalpy or hydration energy. And because energy is required to break these bonds, any process of dissolving will always be an endothermic process. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay, so S plus O2 forming SO2 was a very clearly exothermic. Formation of a bond will release energy. I don't know why I got confused. Fine. So we have covered the questions. I will share this PDF also with you. I will share today's notes also with you. And I have the reactivity chart series also. Somewhere you will have it. And otherwise there is a table somewhere downloaded with me, in which it is clearly written till what element it will react with water, till what it will react with oxygen, till what it will react with hydrogen. From some of your textbook only I have downloaded the table. I will share that. All right. Any doubts?
Yes.
All right. So next week now you will have again Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, you will have math sessions, and we have complete 1 week after that, in which you can keep doing your work. If there is any doubt on any particular question, you want an explanation on any particular topic, please post it on the group as I said. So if anyone else is also interested, we can arrange for an extra session. Always welcome. All right. Keep in mind the peripheral instructions given to you. You will solve the best 5 questions from each section first, and then go in the lowering probability order. पहिले तिन्ही सेक्शन मधले बेस्ट 5 केले की मग परत तिन्ही सेक्शन मधले एक एक दोन दोन त्याच्या खालोखाल येऊ शकणारे, म्हणजे शेवटी जर टाइम कमी पडला आणि सगळे प्रश्न सोडवले गेले नाहीत तर कुठचे प्रश्न राहतील की जे आपल्याला ऍज इट इज येणार नव्हते. जे कठीण प्रश्न वाटतायत त्याच्यावरती जर तुम्ही आधी टाइम अँड एनर्जी घालवलं तर शेवटी तुम्हाला येऊ शकणाऱ्या प्रश्नांसाठी तुमच्याकडे टाइम नसेल, मेंटली एनर्जी नसेल फॅक्ट आउट व्हायला. त्याच्यामुळे व्हेरी फर्स्ट बॅग ऑल द क्वेश्चन्स विच यू फील आय कॅन डेफिनेटली डू द बेस्ट 5, बेस्ट 5, बेस्ट 5. देन त्याच्या नेक्स्ट बेस्ट असतील, त्याच्या नेक्स्ट बेस्ट असतील, असं करत करत. आणि जे प्रश्न आपल्याला अजिबात येणारच नाहीयेत त्याच्यावरती क्लिअर फुल्ली मारून टाकलीत तरी चालेल, की कितीही विचार केला तरी मला हा प्रश्न येणार नाही, त्याच्यावरती वेळ घालवू नका. यूज दॅट टाइम फॉर द प्रॉबेबल क्वेश्चन्स, की ह्याच्यावरती मी जरा मेहनत केली, थोडा विचार केला, पाचाच्या ऐवजी average you get about 5 minutes per question. But if you are sure that these 5-6 questions I'm not going to get out of these 30 questions, you will get extra time for some questions on which probably after working, after thinking, you can reach to an answer. That is the time management gimmick. Keep a bottle of electrolyte with you. Keep sipping electrolyte. That will keep you fresh throughout the paper, because you need to put in good amount of thoughts continuously for 3 hours. For the remaining days, okay, to set your body clock. Your exam time is going to be 9 to 12 or somewhere like that, 9:30 to 12:30. Just check out. If you are at home already, your schools are over, then try to sit 9:30 to 12:30 daily at your table with your breakfast or whatever done. एक्झाम डेला तुम्ही जे करणार आहात, 9 9 o'clock तुम्ही सेंटरवर पोहोचणार आहात, तर तुमचा 8:15 ब्रेकफास्ट झालेला पाहिजे. As many times as possible in the next 15 days, do a mock drill of this. This is called as body clock setting. Your body is ready for that event. Otherwise, daily you're eating breakfast at 10 o'clock, getting up at 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock you're half sleepy. Exam day, your body is going to say, मला झोप येते, मला भूक लागली आहे, मला आता नाही डोकं लावायचं इकडे. त्या बॉडीला जर तुम्हाला सवय करायची असेल की 9 ते 12 बाबा तुला बसायचंय आणि विचार करायचाय, तर जेवढे वेळा तुम्ही कराल आता कमिंग डेज मध्ये, युअर बॉडी विल सेट इन टू दॅट ट्यून. And then 9 to 12, there is a better possibility that it may remain active mentally. You will not feel hungry, you will not feel sleepy, you will not feel lethargic. So do this body clock tuning. If you are at home now, your schools are over, you're preparing for your prelims or finals, 9 to 12 कुठचाही अभ्यास करा. पण 9 ला बसलं की 12 पर्यंत उठायचं नाही. बैठक सिद्ध करणं म्हणतात ह्याला. नाहीतर आपण अर्ध्या तासाच्या वर बसूच शकत नाही. लक्ष कसं देणार? ओळीने 3 तास पेपर कसा लिहिणार? तुम्हाला अर्ध्या तासाच्या वर चुळबुळच लागते. हर्षद, युअर हेअर इज लुकिंग फॅन्टास्टिक. छान दिसतोय, हिरो दिसतोय. डोंट वरी. So do this mock drill that may catapult you in the race. Others who are not steady for 3 hours, अर्ध्या पाऊण तासाने चुळबुळ लागली फिजिकली तुम्हाला की तुमचं फोकस जाणार, यू विल मेक सिली मिस्टेक्स. सो फर्स्ट इज बॉडी क्लॉक सेटिंग as many times as possible. This is something you can do start from tomorrow itself. Then you are going to read all the textbooks once again, going backwards from 10th to 9th to 8th. First your board and then the remaining 2 boards for whatever additions. While reading the book, now you're going to change your lenses. You will not read it school-like, you will read it MPI-like. On every sentence, इस पे MPI type कैसा question आ सकता है? फिर acid bases salts यहाँ से है, वहाँ से है, दोनों को जोड़ के कैसा question आ सकता है? See all the questions once again and track back to the respective topic. कि ये question ये topic पे आया, oh my god, ये topic पे ऐसा question आ सकता है. Do a conscious work. Don't just keep on reading lessons and कुठले तरी प्रश्न, असं करू नका. शांतपणे प्रश्न वाचा, आधी सगळी थिअरी वाचा, मग प्रत्येक प्रश्न वाचा आपल्या पास्ट पेपर्सचा, आता मी शेअर केलेल्या क्वेश्चन्स मध्ये, आणि ह्या थिअरीवर हा प्रश्न आलाय असं डिझाईन केलाय. ती जी टर्मिनॉलॉजी आहे, क्वेश्चन डिझायनिंग सिस्टीम आहे, ती तुम्ही जेवढी फ्रेंडली कराल तेवढा तुम्हाला प्रश्न कळेल परीक्षेमध्ये आणि तेवढं तुम्हाला उत्तर येण्याची शक्यता वाढते. ओके, जे प्रश्न येत नाहीयेत त्याचं टेन्शन घेऊ नका. सेटिंग 0 and in the end enjoy the whole process. It is learning by itself, whether you formally succeed or no. If you have studied well, if you have enjoyed the exam, घरी आल्यानंतर पण एखादं उत्तर आलं तरी एन्जॉय करा. असं म्हणू नका अरे तिथे नाही आलं, वाईट वाटणार. बट हॅव यू लर्नड इट? येस, देन यू हॅव गेन्ड सम. What you have gained, nobody can take away from you. Whether that means you fall in those top 15, 20 or no, if you have learned, you have learned it. So keep that aspect in front of you and give your 100% and more. So after that, you will have no regrets whether you formally get selected in the top 15 or not. Okay, keep in mind these instructions. Wish you all the best. For any doubts, feel free to get in contact with me. All right, we stop for today.
Thank you, ma'am.